This is a commission from a guy who loves to do 4x4. He has a Land Rover, he goes out, so he commissioned me to build his car in an environment. So again, I built this, I go out and shoot his car. 24mm. No, this is 24mm. This is at 12mm. I like to build rust, things that rust, Here's a small motorcycle I buy a new one, brand new one from a toy store, then I paint it to rust. And if you take pictures, it becomes like this. This is the 100mm STF lens. And a few months ago, for my gallery in GMBB Mall, I need to display 5 feet by, no, this 6 feet by 4 feet display. So I built this. It's actually telling a stories about how we as Malaysians live in the 80s, 70s and the 80s. We have a Chinese row of Chinese shophouses, the Malay kampung, the fishermen, how we live. There's racial harmony, we live together. So I built this. It's huge, this is how big it is. Took me like almost 3 months to build. And now it's been displayed in GMBB Mall in KL. So when this is what it is actually, when you take pictures of it. And this one. And then this is my favorite view actually, it's from the street with people, cars. And look at the details, those are actual details from photographs that I built. All those carvings on the wall, the windows, the doors are all actually real existing buildings. And the Malay kampung with a Malay old man. This is me and my girlfriend on the kerbau, in front of here, which I shoot and photograph. And I love rusty old cars because I don't know how they look. I just love Volkswagens. And not the shiny ones, the rusty Volkswagens. So I built this garage, this small little garage, with a Volkswagen, rusty Volkswagen in the garage. Took me about 1 month to build this. And again, the best part is when I take photos of it. This is a camera on a tripod, self-timer, then is 100mm again. I use a lot of, for close-up like this, is the 100mm. For the wide shots, I use either 12-24 or the 24mm. That's the Volkswagen again in the garage. I can spend the whole day. I got thousands of pictures. This is another one that I love. It's a Datsun Sunny wagon. During my younger days, when I was a small kid, an old uncle used to have this car, driving around selling from the market. So my mom, orang kampung, no need to go to the market. He brings over all this food stuff in this. So all this, I built memories actually from my younger days. I just trying to relive my memories. That's the car, and then the car again. And like I said, Volkswagen is I don't know why, I'm just in love with the Volkswagen, the old Beetle. And I rust it and I destroy it. I buy, destroy, and I rust it. I think I have this. This is in the future, the zombie kind of the apocalypse, so and I build this. And this. And my other passion is trains. From when I was little, my mom used to take me on train rides, the trips on the trains. So until now, when I was older, when I'm old, I was so in love with train. Yeah. So I've got about like 10 minutes. So what camera do I use to shoot all these things? For work, for hobby, what kind of camera do I use? Well, I say any camera also can, as long as it's a Sony. Okay? Whatever camera you use, I don't care as long as it's a Sony. So what camera do I use? So before we talk about what camera to buy, what camera I decide to use, I have some needs that must be fulfilled by a camera. I need a strong and a reliable camera because I go out a lot. I need a wide dynamic range. It must be fast. The focusing must be precise because I shoot little things that moves. You know, the small lalat. Must be high resolution because I blow up my pictures silent. Because when shooting golf, you cannot have the sound. It must have a stabilization because I'm moving a lot. I don't want it to have blurred images. High burst mode and long battery life. These 8 characteristics must have in the camera that I want to buy. Yeah. So then the most important thing is number 2, the wide dynamic range. What it means is I also paint and draw. When I draw, I start from lines, I start shading to get the shadows and to get the highlights. And that is the dynamic range. That's what dynamic range is all about. If you see artist paint, you see the darkest part and you see the lightest part. They're all nicely synced. Yeah? You have a very high dynamic range from shadow to the highlights. It is very important for an artist like me. When I take photos, I must have this lightest part and the gradual tones to the darkest part. It's very, very, very important to me in a camera, when I design on a camera. When I shoot my miniatures, because there are a lot of dark spaces in the pictures with very high highlights coming from the window, for example. So I need that wide dynamic range in a camera. The only camera available is the medium format. You know? It's 200,000 camera that can have this dynamic range. So the closest to a medium format camera is the A7R Mark III, which is somewhere out there. I've tested many cameras. It has a very nice range of tones. 2 weeks ago, I was tasked to test the A7R Mark III to shoot spots. Can it shoot spots or not? Because we want a camera that can shoot everything. I need a camera that can shoot everything. I just want to have one camera with me and probably 1 or 2 lens. So I spent 3 days during the golf competition. First day I brought the 400mm, which is there, the A9, the A7R Mark III, and the 1234 to get the wide angles. And gentlemen, 5 years ago, I cannot be carrying all this gear and walk 18 holes for 1 whole day because they're too heavy. But with the mirrorless, with Sony, I can have 2 bodies on me, 2 huge lenses. That lens, 5 years ago, the 400mm is like 15 kilo, it's like, but now I can just do that with it's so light. So with this equipment, I spent 3 days on the golf course shooting. So I got pictures like this. This is with the A9. Again, ball, face, clubs, branding, very important in the golf shot. And I got it, of course, with the A9. It's one of it is the most advanced sports camera in the market today, the A9. But I cannot afford it. A9 is like 20,000 plus. So can the A7R Mark III shoot golf? That's my challenge. The second day, with my A7R Mark III and the 400mm, and I'm going to leave you with this shot. This is the shot that I got with the A7R Mark III. Only 10 frames per second. Look, eye autofocus, and I've proven today the A7R Mark III is an all-rounder that can shoot almost anything in the world, anything that you fancy. I've shot from insects, miniatures, ladies, old people. Now I can even shoot spots with the A7R Mark III. So I'm going to leave it you there. That's the end of my talk. I've only given like 30 minutes. So you want to open the floor for, I'll hand back to.
No. Actually,